Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions on Betcross. Another very beautiful Saturday morning, and once again, we are back with our predictions. And thankfully, we are done with international break, and we are back with to club side football, which is much more better for us. And we are quite excited, and we have quite a very wonderful games going on across the globe today. And we're looking at the matches in a short while. That's what we do on a daily basis, all right? And I want to also remind you that we have a VIP membership. We'll put out wonderful games that almost always come out correctly. And you can always find the link in the description of the video, or you can always anyway, you see join channel membership around this very video. All right, with that said, we are heading to the games for today, and we have the first stuff for today in English Premier League. We'll have Liverpool who will be facing Nottingham Forest, and we'll start to look at the stats for recent games. We could see for Liverpool, they've won 3 out of 3. They've also lost 3 games out of 6 rather. They've won 3 games out of 6, and they've lost 3 out of 6. But for the away side, Nottingham Forest, we'll see in the last 6 games they had, it is 2 wins for them and 2 draws. They also lost 2 matches out of the last 6 games. All right, going down to how these two sides fared from home and away perspective, you can see for Liverpool, the home side, the last 10 home matches that they had produced 8 wins for them, as well as 2 losses. And for the away side, Nottingham Forest, we see just 1 win out of the last 10 away matches for the away side, Nottingham Forest, and 5 draws. They also had 4 losses out of the last 10 away games that they had. Not the best sides, when playing from away. But in this very one, we know that Liverpool have been doing very well, especially when they're playing from home. At Anfield, they've actually won 80% of the home matches that they had so far from that very place. And the last time both teams met, we saw them playing out a 1-all draw on that very occasions. And prior to that, we saw Nottingham Forest beating Liverpool from away by 1-0. That was last season. But we know that the form of Nottingham Forest is not very good at the moment, and we expect to see Liverpool, doing very well against this very side. It is the home side to win outrightly. That's all for that very encounter. All right, on the next game, we have years and Lewis in Belgium coming up against Sako Brugge in the Belgian Pro League. We have recent games for these two sides. St. Gilles will have 3 victories for them in the last 6 matches, as well as a draw, and also lost 2 games out of the last 6 games that they had. And for the away side, Cercle Brugge will have 1 win and 3 draws, as also 2 losses in the last 6 games for them. And when you look down on how these two sides fared from home and away basis, you can see that St. Gilles is having 7 victories and 3 losses out of the last 10 home matches. They've been doing very well in the last 10 home matches, having 70% victory in 10 games. All right, when you look at the way side, Brugge, they had just 1 win and 4 draws. They lost 5 matches out of the last 10 away matches that they had. And on head-to-head basis, the last time they met, it was a 0-0 draw that they played out on that very occasion. And prior to that, we saw Sako Brugge having the victory against the St. Gilles from away by 3-1 on that very occasion. But we know that the recent forms of these two sides suggest that the home side, St. Gilles, to win outrightly. They're actually in very good form. So we expect home side winning outrightly in this one. That's all Friday for that very encounter. All right, the next is a game in the Norway Elite Syrian, the first division in Norway. We have a Vålerenga who will be up against a Christian Sound, and we shall look at the stats for these two sides. Vålerenga have won 3 matches out of the last 6 games, and also they have 3 losses as well. And for the other side, we side Christian Sound, it is 2 victories and a draw. They also lost 3 matches in the last 6 matches. All right, and when you take a look at how these two sides have performed from home and away perspective, let's go down to the home away results for these two sides. Vålerenga, the last 10 home matches they had produced 7 victories for them, and also 2 draws, and they lost just 1 match out of the last 10 home matches. All right, 70% victory in the last 10 home games. They've been doing very well, Vålerenga. And for Kristiansand, it is the last 10 away games that they had produced just 1 victory and 3 draws. They lost 6 matches out of the last 10 away games. This is not a side that does so very well from away. Haven't seen that they've actually lost 60% of the matches that they had from away. And quickly we head to the head-to-head result between the two sides. The last time both is met, it was Valerenga who actually won from away against this very side by 2 goals to 0 on that very occasion. So that's to say that Valerenga is actually a side who have been winning against the Christian side, and judging with the fact that we've seen them doing very well on recent time and winning 70% of the home matches, we are going to expect the home side Valerenga to do very well against Christian side in this very one. So we are going with the home side to win out shortly as a verdict in this very one. And despite big odd, we expect to see home result in this one. Good result, home win. That's a verdict for that very game. All right. All right, on to the last game for today. It is a match in the Denmark first division, a lower division in Denmark, right? And we have Aalborg who will be facing Godin IF. And we look at the stats for these two sides in recent games, and we can see Aalborg home side in the last 6 matches, winning 3 games and drawing 2. This is just one out of the last 6 matches that they had in recent time. And we look at Godin IF, the away side, it is 2 victories and 2 draws, and also 2 losses. All right, and the last 6 matches for them. All right, we look at the performances between these two sides in the last 10 home matches for the home side, as well as last 10 games for the away side. When they played from away. You can see for the home side, Aalborg, the last 10 home matches that they had so far saw them winning 6 games and drawing 2. They also lost 2 matches in the last 10 home matches. All right, 60% of the home matches that they had in the last 10 home games produced to win for them. And for Godin, their away side, it is 4 victories and 3 draws. Also, they had 3 losses in the last 10 away matches that they had so far on the back side. But when you look at how these two sides played on head-to-head basis, all right, the last time both is met, we could see that it was Godin who won from that very occasion, although they played from home on that very occasion. But prior to that, we saw Aalborg, who does very well from away, to defeat Godin by 3 goals to 2 from away on that very occasion. And judging by the recent form of the home side, Aalborg, we expect to see them doing very well, having seen them winning the last 3 home matches that they had so far. We are going to expect the home side Aalborg to do very well in that very encounter. Despite the big odd, but the odd is actually 2.05, quite a very, very good odd for us, and we are still going with it to expect side win out of this one. So it is home side to win out shortly. That's all verdict, and that we concluded for us today on Betcraft. We wish you the very, very best of luck and hope you get goals rain. Remember to play responsibly, as these are football matches. Sometimes other factors might play in, and we may not get the results that we expect. That's football for you. But all right, play responsibly. Play with what you can afford to lose. Remember the other games that we have, will be on our VIP membership. Putting out a few games there as well. Those ones I would believe to be having that higher probability of coming out correctly. Will be on our VIP page to endeavor to join for a very, very much later VIP special one. All right. With that said, tomorrow is another day. We're back with our predictions. It's very challenging. Do not miss out. But until that time, keep winning.